What's up, y'all? It's your boy Orson T, and we are here for another episode of the Power After Show. I guess that's what we're gonna start calling it, right? The Power After Show.
Yes, that's it.
We're gonna do it like all after shows because that's gonna be our new thing for this new season. We on episode. I learned that we're on episode 33 officially.
Okay.
Like even though we've been out for freaking 3 years, I guess that worked. I guess it worked. 3 years. The first years was like the teens. The second years was the 20s. The third years was the threes. Like I'm cool with that.
Okay.
But anywho, we're here to talk about some more power. Of course, you hear the homegirl, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the don't call it a comeback because that's what I say every time because it's Freya.
What up, yo? What up? What up? What up? It's me, guys. I'm
Oh
here.
man, how are you today?
I'm in such a good mood. We had an amazing day today, and we had an amazing episode of Power.
Oh,
And I'm ready to talk about it.
no lies detected. No lies detected at all. So let's just start off first. Throw out a shout out to the S Dot Experience. We just left amazing St. Louis podcast event. We met a lot of great people. Freya, you met some people that we've already known, and you got introduced to them. And it's exciting because this is like it's so hard to find positive people in St. Louis.
Right. I was very happy to meet everybody, put faces with names and voices with faces because I had heard them before, on
Mm-hmm.
some of the shows we collab with them on. So it was great to finally meet everybody. It was really fun.
I'm so glad you was there. Like, what was your favorite moment of the event, or something that
Um,
you enjoyed about the event, and like you're like looking forward to the next event? Like, what's something that you enjoy about the event and you want to do for the next one?
so what I enjoyed was just everybody's candor about everything. Like we talked about so many topics, but like how everybody just kind of, pulled up a chair, sat around. We was all in a circle. I felt like next time we're gonna whip out the cameras and the recording devices because I feel like we had some really, really, really good stuff today. Like even just
Like,
people
good
just talking
conversation.
about. You say what?
I said we were talking good conversations. You're right.
Yes, we did. We had really good conversation. That was one of my favorite parts. And the networking part and setting up the next cross podcast episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get on all the shows. Okay. I'm ready.
Because they have good content. They have good topics that you want to talk about. Even though we like to try to talk about TV and black shit and nerd shit, like at the same time, I'm totally okay with going on someone's podcast to talk about relationships because I got a whole feeling about relationships.
Okay. Listen, we got so much. You was all like, love is a mental illness.
And Cognac Corner looked up like, wait, what are you talking about? Love, this
Mm-hmm.
we got to talk about that on this episode. Like yep,
Yes.
yep, we might have to because it is. Love is a mental,
Yes.
disease, a
It
mental disorder, and that's facts.
Yeah, so it was really good. I'm excited for the next thing. We're gonna definitely try to push for this trivia night in February, friend.
Oh,
So
you put it out there. Now it's recorded. You put it
I documented it.
out.
Y'all tweet us and add us, inbox us, tell us to hurry up.
We're pushing for a trivia night in February about black television shows. So if you're listening, if you're a new follower, an old follower, whatever, we're gonna have a black television show trivia night in February. No matter what. It's out there. It's out there. You put it out there, it's gonna happen no matter what. Let's drop a deposit right now. It's whatever. Let me chill out. Let me chill out. I got too loud. Okay, but speaking of too live, let's talk about this episode of freaking Power. I just
Man, let's start from the beginning.
no,
Agree?
no, I don't want to start at the beginning because as I'm watching the episode, I'm just as much as I hate Lala in this show, She did not deserve what happened.
Listen, okay, so that's why I didn't want to tell you earlier. Yeah, okay, that I felt like, God damn it, it had to be one of them. They were struggling over the gun. Somebody had to die. Like someone was gonna get shot. I knew it.
You know how I always say, like, because I told you I didn't care. Tell me who dies, what's going on, what's what. I just need to know this. I don't care about spoilers because it doesn't ruin the show for me. The whole time I'm watching the show and I'm listening to Lala, you already told me from the beginning, straight up spoiler alert: Lala dies, Keisha dies, Markeisha, Lakeisha, whatever they want to call her, she dies in this episode, and she's killed off by Tasha. The whole time I'm watching this episode, I'm feeling like she is not about to be a snitch. She's not trying to snitch. All she's trying to do is protect her son. And
That's it.
to run away and get away from everything that's going on, she's going to protect her son and she's going to protect Tommy at the same time. And and she got the bullet to the head.
Dang. And I was like, I mean, at this point, she ain't wanted to suffer. Like I could see the angst in Tasha. Like, crap, damn. Like now I ain't got no choice but to shoot you.
No, I'm all against Tasha right now. You know, Tasha, one of my favorite people. Kill Tasha.
What? No.
I feel so like.
What you thought she was gonna? What you thought she was gonna call 911? You thought Tasha was gonna call 911?
I was so in my feelings when Lala died. I don't even care about Tasha calling 911. Like, and then Tommy was like, Tommy.
Oh, that was so heartbreaking.
Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. Okay, here we go. Let me get focused. I'm ready for it because my emotions are still like reeling from this episode because I just finished it. So I'm gonna talk about this real quick. The whole she gets picked up by the cops at the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
Talking about Lala, we're talking about Keisha. And so they're like, Keisha, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna do this. She playing the role of the person that you shouldn't stitch. You the girlfriend, don't stitch. And then they bring her kids in. Dang, that's when I got hooked. That's when I'm like, oh my god, don't do this to her. Like it's her kid. Like she got to choose between her man and her kid. Oh my god, it's a bad choice.
Right.
She at the moment chose her kid.
Right.
Which I'm gonna do because you know what? You telling me unless I sign these papers to cooperate, you ain't gonna give me my kid back. You know what? I'm gonna sign these papers. I might not have signed my real name.
I was just gonna say that I would have started off like love Tasha, love baby.
I would have signed in a whole different signature. I'm like, that's not my signature. I didn't sign that ever.
Man, I would have signed a whole different name.
They never signed
anywhere. Man, I would have did a whole different name, whole different signature. Love Bugs Bunny. Like they wasn't reading it to check and see if that was her signature. They was just wanting her to sign the paper. I would have said fuck you in cursive. They wasn't going, they ain't know. They wasn't looking at that trying to see if she really signed it. Yeah, I agree, man. That was so messed up. Like, and all she do is care about Cash, who talk like he got bubble gum in his mouth.
I never thought that she was gonna snitch.
No, snitch either. Well, I don't know. I did. I thought she was gonna snitch.
Like I felt like, and when she told that story to Tommy, well, the reason I really didn't think she was gonna snitch because she just found out about Holly.
No, yeah, okay. No, when she told that story to Tommy, I did feel her like, okay, that makes sense, bitch. Because let me tell you something. Tommy crazy as fuck. I wouldn't have told him nothing either. I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't have told him shit either.
At all. I didn't want you to think that about me, that I'm a stitch. Like, of course I'm not. I'm here for you. And the way that Tommy looked after he found out, wait, you knew about Holly and you didn't snitch and you heard?
Yeah.
I was so off their relationship at that moment. Like I've never been
real. I agree. I was for that relationship at that moment too. I felt like, dang, Tommy in love. Look at them. I just feel like I wish.
Oh no!
It's Keisha's fault anyway. It's her fault. She always trying to be thug life. If she would have set her ass down, like Tasha said, Tommy would have came home with the ring and the roses and been like, look, Keisha, we all good, baby. Don't run. Don't worry about it. We about to be married, spousal privileges and shit. Like,
But can you blame her? First off, Tasha came in talking all this smack. Like, I probably wouldn't have used my gun, but I would have pulled it out on Tasha too, because Tasha ain't no
yeah, but she did that wrong, bitch. Keisha always telling on herself. You know, Tasha ain't stupid. She like, what's in the bag, Keisha?
in the bag.
Like, Keisha kept looking.
What's in
She kept looking at. She kept looking at that goddamn bag. She should have played it off like, all right, girl, whatever, fine. We can wait till Tommy get here. And, you know, stormed off, like kind of walked away, then made her way to the bag. Like, damn, girl. Then you had to get into a whole fight with your home girl. And, you know, Keisha Hood. Like, Keisha, Tasha Hood, you know your friend. Like, her and Ghostin fought many bitches. Like, I just felt like she didn't think that through. Like, even with the whole running thing, like, she still didn't think it through. You knew you talking about you was finna pick up cash. Tommy had cash. Tommy was not gonna let her run. Like Tommy would have ended up putting a bullet in her head too.
No, Tommy would not have. If Keisha would have told Tommy that she like the same thing that she told Tasha, like I'm just me being out of the picture right now is gonna be best for Tasha. I mean, I'm sorry, it's gonna be best for Cash. It's gonna be best for me. It's gonna be best for you. Tommy would have understood, and Tommy that like they would have figured something out to make her get out of Dodge.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And
to Tommy.
and if Keisha was real thug, she would have got her gun before she opened up that damn door for Tasha. That's what she should have did.
That's facts. That's all facts.
Yeah, she should have got that mug, stuck it in her behind her look. You know, people put it in the back pocket on the tramp stamp mark, like whatever that is.
Yes, and like first off, I'm sorry. The person that should have died this episode was Sax, not Keisha. And
Man, I'm like,
Keisha,
he lived to breathe another day.
you say what?
He lived to breathe another day. I was over his ass. I was hoping, please, please, ghost ass. I'm all like, no, I'm with Tommy. Put a bullet in his head. Pull a bullet in his head. Do it, do it, do it. I'm like, no, y'all don't own him. This nigga fired. He don't own shit. He ain't got nothing.
He can't go. He's not an inside man, and Ghost, you know that. You know that he's not an inside man. You know that he's fired. There's no information that he can get. They just basically
None.
y'all that no one trusts him.
And they said, boy, shut the fuck up. They didn't even believe him. He was like, boy, I don't believe you, because if you talking about the way that they are for real, nigga, why you ain't got a bullet in your head? Like, that ain't one of her shit he had to say. Get your ass out of here. You fired.
I feel like what happened, because this episode, Tommy and Ghost were not enemies at all.
Nah, they were not. They definitely was. They was definitely homeboys. Like, hey, dog, we need to take this nigga out. Like, they definitely was homeboys.
I felt like they needed a reason to make them hate each other again. And
Yeah.
it was the reason for because then Tommy's not gonna know who killed
Keisha. Listen, but let me tell you something. Tommy is about to be, man. When I say Tommy felt how Ghost felt, if he find out that Tasha did it, he is gonna fuck Tasha up.
Oh my god, Tommy! He didn't even come in the house and like just discover the body. He saw it through the window, like oh.
Yes. He saw it as he walking up. He like, hey, don't worry about it.
Right.
You know, huh?
Right.
Yes.
So emotional.
I was too. I almost cried. I ain't never cried watching Power. Besides when Raina died, I almost cried.
Like I was like he was buying a ring, and I'm like, and just knowing that she was about to die, I was just so into it. Like, oh my god, no, Tommy, no, don't come on. And I just knew that both of them were gonna walk in the door, and I just knew the son was gonna see her too. And I was like, no.
I ain't even know. I'm all like, how is her son gonna take this? Like how? Like what? How is he gonna take this? What's gonna be the storyline for Cash? Yeah,
I want him to kill all of them and let him live happy ever after with Tommy. I don't care what else happens. That
Tommy about to be stepdaddy because we ain't never seen Keisha mama or grandmama, nothing.
nothing. Like Tommy has to take care of that boy.
Yeah, and we already know his daddy in jail, because remember he said that to his mama. Are you gonna go to jail like daddy?
When Tommy asked him, like, hey, you know, when I buy this ring, we're a family now. Like, Tommy was all in. And the little boy was like, I love you, Tommy. Like, you're my new daddy. Like,
Oh my God. Okay. I was just gonna say Tommy's always though been a family man. He always wanted a family, but he crazy as fuck. But he's always wanted a family.
okay, we didn't almost spent 20 minutes on that situation. We gotta move on. That was, oh my God, Ashley, Freya, no.
It was so good, you don't even know who I am anymore.
I don't know who you are right now. Like, okay, we're moving on. We're gonna move on to let's move on to Tyreek again. Tyreek and Tasha doing what they're doing, their storyline this season.
So Tyreek is at school. He's at a new school. His new teacher is a drug addict. I could see he a drug addict from a mile away. He is a dope head.
Right? Like that. Like, hey, wait, but okay. Question:
Yeah.
Is that teacher the little brother from Vampire Diaries?
Yes, it is. He one of the brothers. He sure is.
The from Elena's little brother. Like that's him, right? He looks
yes.
familiar, but he looked like dirty. So like, I mean, all dirty white people look alike. So I never can judge. I think that was all dirty white people look like.
Yeah.
I'm like, so he pulls up on Tyreek. Tyreek gives an amazing answer in class. So the teacher, I don't know, I didn't catch his name, but the teacher said, "Yeah, I know why you here because you were selling drugs at the old school. A friend that works at the old school."
Yeah. Now what you carrying? What you packing?
Search his bag. First off, no. What you looking in my bag for? I don't have any.
Listen, first of all, I was hella happy at Tyreek, and Tyreek was side-eyeing the shit out of him like, nigga, what? Ain't shit in my bag. Here, have it. Like, first of all, if you know I got kicked out for selling drugs at the other school, you think I got them on me, dumbass? Like,
I'm about to do that twice. Like, I'm about to come in here first day of school and just have drugs in my like. You really fish. You fishing and searching for it.
That's how I knew he was a crackhead. I was like, oh, this is a crackhead move right here.
Exactly.
Like an authority figure. When you a crackhead, you an addict. Ooh, wait. If you a crackhead and you an addict and you in a you know, in an authority figure in a adult position, you act like that. Like, let me find it. Let me see.
Ooh, give me some of that. Give me some of that. And I saw that becoming a thing. And honestly, and I wrote it in my notes. I was like, I like Tyreek way more working with them than I did against them.
Me too. Like he got more sense.
Storyline.
He got way more sense. He's on chill. Like I felt Tasha and her mama arguing at the daycare. I'm all like, your mama's such a hypocrite because bitch, when Ghost was running that money to y'all and they was living a good life, you ain't have shit to say. You was Tasha don't leave him.
I remember the first season because remember I'm kind of late to watching the show, but in the first season she was like kind of questioning it, and Tasha hit the same thing. Don't question it. It's paying your rent, so shut up.
Right. You ain't handing no money back from getting rent paid.
When you question it, you become an accessory.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know nothing. I don't know where she's getting their money from.
Right now, if somebody I know that's selling drugs and they paying my bills, I ain't asking no question.
None.
And if somebody come around and ask a question about you, I don't know. I think they're in stocks or something. Like
don't they work at Office Depot? Look at ass.
I don't know. They're pretty good at the casino. Like
right. Like what do you want to
say? But I did put in my notes. I do love the actress that plays her mom. That's one of my favorite actors.
Me too. She's one of my favorites too. Yeah, I love her.
Right now, but she was all on the stories and stuff. Like
yeah, she's been a mom in all the old movies.
Yeah. I like her, but she just needs to shut up and just get her rent money and call it a day.
Okay, Mike.
First, about your little grandchild because your grandchild is a demon child.
Okay, I said when she said that, I said Tasha should have just spazzed the fuck out. Like, do you know what Tyreek has been doing? Like,
She kept it kind of cool. She was like, Tyreek, I already lost Tyreek. Like,
yeah,
he's
she
already in
did.
it.
Nah, but she should have. I would have went fucking crazy. Ho, 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 ho. Don't lose your grandbaby. I'd have went in. Like, let me tell you something about this little nigga, okay? He's a murderer. Like, I would have thought.
You don't want to be called. Basically, what she was doing was calling her a bad mom. You, as a
I
mom,
know.
don't want to call the bad mom. First off, I'm doing better for my child because he was
Listen,
already doing bad. Now I'm trying to teach him how to be bad responsibly. That's all
okay?
I can do.
That's all I can do is teach him how to do it smart without getting caught. Like,
Regardless, it's either that or I put him out on the street, and then you're gonna still call me a bad mom because I put him out. So I might as well teach him how to be bad responsibly, have him in my house, protect him as much as I can as he doing bad stuff.
yeah, because at this point, you can't say he can't do bad when we doing bad, mama. Like, I can't tell him not to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be like, no, son, we want better for you when all it's doing is pushing him more to the streets. Like, that's it. That's all it's doing. And at this point, do I want him to live, die, or, shoot, I mean, he could die still, but it's like, at least die smart. Like, let me have him give him a chance.
If we're gonna die smart.
at least, you know what I'm saying? Every good thing, just like,
Keep turning it around. How quick Tyreek turned it around on Sax when Sax came to the school. Because
man,
in the episode, Sax was fishing for any and everything. He was
baby, he was acting like a crackhead looking for a rock. Like,
was. He
he
was.
was.
That he went to Dre. Dre ain't have nothing. He went to a kid's school. He ain't have nothing. Then he went to freaking Keisha. She ain't have nothing. And it's just like, Sax,
He's like,
bro,
somebody
you're
gonna
done.
give me something. They gonna give me something. I'm gonna get something. Somebody gonna give me something.
This episode. You ain't
Man,
got
he should have. No, no lie. Like, I've been pushing for Sax to die just as much as Tariq. I ain't gonna lie. I've been sick of him. Cause he been wrong all season. Like, you just been fishing. You just now figured out what really happened. And that's because them niggas was about to kill you and they told you most of the shit. Like, you really didn't know.
every episode that Sax is like over the top. Somebody that doesn't need to die died.
Man,
When
every
Sax was over
episode.
the time, Proctor got killed.
Yep.
Sax was over the top this time. Well, actually, the last episode, Sax was over the top with that the ankle bracelet, and BG got killed.
Man. And before
Sax
that,
was
I'm blaming
over,
Sax. Sax killed Angela too. He the reason Angela died.
and that was too early in the season for me to see that connection. But yep, because of Sax for that, Angela got killed. Every
No,
time
well,
Sax,
he was the one at the beginning of this season. They mentioned it a little bit, but he was the one who told he told Proctor that they had a female witness that was
right,
about
right,
to turn on Ghost, and they assumed it was Angela. Yeah, he was the
that's
one. So he been making motherfuckers get killed left and right anyway, and this nigga still walking around with his turtleneck head ass. Like, boy,
Side note, I have to go back to the Keisha to the Sun situation. I'm reading my notes, and I made the fact because I was so excited about that scene in Raising Dion on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, watch Raising Dion on Netflix, guys. But that scene on Raising Dion where she had to tell her son, like, "Hey, we are in a different neighborhood now. You're gonna be
yeah,
white people are not gonna like you simply because you're black." And
yeah,
they had conversation this episode, and I'm so excited that that's something that they're putting out there
yeah.
for parents conversation.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not even for parents to have that conversation. It's highlighting the fact that parents been having these conversations with their kids, which is crazy that in our day and time you would think like, oh, I shouldn't have to say this to my child nowadays, but you still do. Like, hey babe, you might be the perfect angel, you may not do nothing wrong, and these white folks still gonna mistreat you because of the color of your.
You know, I've never had that conversation.
Well, I had to have it. My mom had that conversation with me in first grade. I had started a new school. I was out, and a little kid had called me a nigga. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even know what that word was at the time. I was like, wait, what? And they said it so meanly, but I was so confused. Like, well, you a nigga too. Like, what the fuck? Back at you. Like, I didn't know. And
I
so,
I've been
yeah.
lucky not have experienced racism until I was older.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one instance when I'm pretty sure I was like in middle. I'm not. I might have been in. It was sometime after I was 10, before I was a freshman. So
Mm-hmm.
between 10 years old and freshman of high school, there was this moment where I was outside. We were going to the bus stop. I had to still be elementary school because I think me and my sister were still in the same school. The as I'm like just standing in front of my house waiting to go walk to the bus stop. I think I was waiting for my sister. The cops came out, they pulled up, and they were asking me all questions like, "Where you going? What you supposed to be doing?" I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure I was in elementary school, middle
Right.
school, and they were asking me these questions. I didn't think nothing of it, and they was like, and I told them my bus came, and they was like, "Oh, well, you go inside and have another donut or something." I was offended because I thought it was a fat joke.
Uh,
I told my mama and my daddy about it. And I never realized until I got older why my daddy was so mad at what happened. And this is me learning about him as I was older because he loved like the 80s, 90s Raiders because it was an all black team and stuff. I never realized how much he was like into black culture until
yeah.
I was, and so I never realized like that was a thing. Like he was offended that they stopped me
Yeah.
me those questions or the basically question me anyway. Like I'm on my street in front of my house, walk to the bus stop
Uh-huh.
at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't
Right.
realize like
And you a kid. You know what I'm saying? Clear as day, you could tell, like, okay, this is a child. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be my thing. Like, when y'all running up on kids, you are automatically assuming that they're terrorists. And that makes them, I feel like when you assume, that turns kids into terrorists. Like, all right, fine. You want to treat me like one, I'm gonna act like one. Like, I'm very happy that they've been showing and touching base on that as a thing, because it has been a thing for a very long time. Like, even my mom having them conversations with my brother, like, look, this is the thing, what y'all gonna have to do, like, flat out. And I feel like, you know what, too, I'm also very blessed too, because I think I've only experienced, you know, face to face racism maybe 3 times in my entire life, which is like great. I feel like.
I had this one time. This security guard was following us around in Dillard's.
um and he was basically just making sure we ain't steal nothing. And like my first reaction, being somewhat of the ignorant person that I am, like I'm like playing a game with him. Like when I move, you move, just like that.
Right.
Like it didn't even hit me like, oh, he follows because we're black. It didn't hit me until like afterwards. It was just like because he thought we were stealing. Like he really could have been thinking anybody was stealing because they probably could have been stealing anything. But like it hit me after the fact, like it was because it was we were black. But like first of all, with my mom, like who
Right.
steals? Like like I never got how serious that people look at us as
Hmm.
threats to like that moment. Like I'm a teenager walking around dealers with my mom.
Right.
If you think we're about to steal something, I with an adult, a full adult, like what else could you be possibly thinking when I'm not?
Listen, I ain't gonna lie though. Now, we know your mama not gonna do it, but I done seen videos on the news with parents using their kids to steal shit. So
Like, Pooch ain't using me to steal nothing.
I know she. I know.
Not on
Pooch,
purpose.
Pooch been and went upside your head taking something. Okay, like,
Like she would have straight like kicked my ass, but like try to steal something. Like that's not
yeah.
gonna. And like it was the worst thing. But we made that fool feel like a fool because he should not have been like following us in the middle of a
Right.
store. He was gonna steal something. But anywho, I digress. I'm just glad they put that in the story.
Let's take a quick break and then we're back to finish talking about some power. Welcome back to the TV Blurred. Let's get back to the conversation already in progress.
I think that was the last thing I
Okay,
said.
and that's where I came. I was like, Tommy's gonna kill Ghost because he made him kill his dad.
Yep.
Tommy's gonna kill Tyreek because he stole from him, and Tommy gonna kill Tasha because he killed the love of his life. And then I
No,
asked, what you
facts.
think?
Even though I kind of feel like now we really even, okay? You killed the love of Ghost's life. Tasha killed the love of your life. Everybody that killed somebody, and Proctor, and everybody else was just collateral damage.
I'm sorry, they're not even.
That's not even. I feel like it is a little even, even
Mm-mm.
though it's fucked up. I mean, but
No. Tommy has the right to kill everybody in that family.
what? Everybody, just Tasha.
Everybody. Like I just said, Ghost had him kill his own dad.
Yeah.
Trying to think back, I kind of feel like they had a something to do with him having to kill Holly.
Well, nah,
Um,
Holly was gonna snitch. Holly was
oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, Holly was in the damn.
No, no, no. Holly wasn't stitching. Holly was trying to get Ghost killed.
Yeah, she was trying to get rid of Ghost. She was trying to get Tommy to
So
get rid of
he would have killed Holly if it wasn't for Ghost. There we go. That's two for Ghost.
Ghost.
He Tyreek then stole from him, like I said,
Man, he should have dropped that nigga off the side of the building.
and then Tasha comes in, and then Tasha kills the love of his life. That right
Man,
there, 4 points. All Tommy has is killing Angela. That's it.
and Tommy killed. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Tommy killed Angela. He killed a lawyer in Sack's house and got Sack killed. Like, no, Tommy is not
No,
off the hook.
not Sax. Not Sax. Sax isn't killed.
I mean, not Sax. Proctor.
Okay, Tommy killed Proctor, but that's nothing.
No, that is something. Proctor did not deserve to die. He had been fighting for both them niggas his whole life. That's all
He didn't die. But when it comes to Ghost versus Tommy, Ghost has more offenses towards Tommy than
Yeah, but
Tommy has.
he killed that nigga in his house. You shot my whole house up. Like, God damn it. You could have killed him somewhere else. You told my whole house. Then on top of that, okay, well you said verse Tommy. So that ain't verse Ghost. So the lawyer they killed in Proctor house ain't got nothing to do with Ghost, but
Nothing. Tommy has more. He has more vengeance towards that family than the vice versa. And I really want Tommy to be last man standing.
oh my God. He probably is.
I
He
swear,
probably
if
is.
Ghost survive, I'm gonna be so pissed because Ghost is not in game.
Ghost is not gonna be the last man standing. I think what's gonna happen is
He's not.
I feel like it's just gonna be a flat out rivalry. Like Ghost, Tommy, what's his name, Tariq. Everybody just gonna be on the run. Like I feel like
Tyreek, have you realized that Tyreek called Ghost like 3 times in the episode? Didn't he just say last episode, "Don't you ever call me Ghost again"? And like, yeah, bro, he called you Ghost today.
listen, he ain't finna do shit about that. Just like you got my tuition money, nigga. Like that's what I heard when he was there. That's what I heard. I
Money's
heard
like, I don't care nothing about you talking about. You got my tuition money or not?
or no, mama sent me over here to get my motherfucking tuition money. You got my tuition money, nigga. Like that's what he said to his daddy in my head. And then when that lady came in, he literally looked like just
Has
another sucker.
N word to him.
Man, like he looked like Tariq looked at that lady. She all came in. He's like, so that means you work for Tariq. Like, his little spidey senses was going off. I know he probably was thinking ghost fucking another bitch. Like I know my daddy fucking another bitch. I know that's what he was thinking. Here go another one. You work for Tate. He like, you work for Tate. Oh no, you work with Tate. All right.
I was about to ask you. I was looking at my notes, but I lost. Do you think Dre is actually about to get off?
I don't think he's about to get off. He's not gonna get off. I think Dre right now they just trying to play. They trying to keep him without making him an actual target. Like they smarter than Sex. The rest of them, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's smarter than Sax.
Clearly.
Well, actually, real talk, Sax is probably the smartest
Mm-hmm.
because he know what's going on.
But he dumb, and he really that nigga really didn't know what the fuck was going on until they told him. He was guessing. He knew he was close, but he wasn't.
No, he was guessing right though. Like Sax knew what was up. He knew who was battling. He knew who killed who, and it wasn't until like they told him and that was the moment. Like he finally got all the confirmation that he needed, and he tried to tell the people, but you know what? It was too late. Nobody believed you.
No, because you've been lying, scheming, snaking, all kind of stuff. And how you feel about him going to go to his old boss at her new job? Like,
See, you know what? I saw that, but I didn't know who she was.
yeah, she was his old boss. She just got fired. She was in the position of the man who fired Sax. But they all had ended up when Angela died. Everybody got fired. Like they brought in a whole new team.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Because she looked so familiar, but I was like, I don't know who she is.
listen,
Like,
they gave her a new wig. Listen, they gave her some new wigs, some highlights.
for
They
the new
messed her up. They messed her up. Wait till you get in these other seasons. You're gonna be like, she had the Condoleezza Rice wig at first. Now she got
quit playing. Quit playing with myself.
listen, she had the Condoleezza Rice wig, but now they gave her some highlights. I peeped at this episode. Like, is some honey brown highlights in her new wig? Okay.
Oh, honey brown. Okay, fancy, fancy, fancy.
I'm all like, my little sister asked me about that hair color yesterday.
Last minute thoughts. What do you think is gonna happen next episode?
Next episode, I think, okay, Tommy is going to show up at Ghost and at Keisha's, I mean, not Keisha, but at Tasha and them house, or show up to them. And
Do you think they're gonna think that Ghost and Keisha has something to do with this? I mean, not Ghost and Keisha. Ghost and Tasha has something to do with this?
I don't know. Only reason I say I don't know is just because him and Ghost had been working so closely together that I don't think he would think that Ghost did that. You know what I mean? Just like before when Ghost said, I ain't sent no hitter to hit her. What, I gave her a check. Like, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody trying to kill her.
Right.
So
Which, something that I thought was gonna be mentioned this episode.
was who
But
tried to kill her last time?
they didn't even have like not BG, but what's the other two names? Spanky and
Pinky in
8-Bit.
the brain.
Spanky and 2-Bit in there.
Yeah, they didn't. So I think, well, they didn't really do any warehouse scenes or whatever. But I think what's gonna happen is that's gonna come back up. Like from the incident of her getting almost robbed, getting threatened at the shop, and then that happening at their house. I think
Yeah.
I think it's gonna come back around full circle, and they're gonna end up. I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna end up figuring out that the dude, who the man was that actually came into the shop, and then it's gonna come back to Spanky and 2-Bit and Tommy.
And 2 get blamed for their murder.
Tommy gonna think that they did that to Keisha. Yep.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's my prediction. That's the only prediction I have
Mm-hmm.
right now. Spanky and 2-Bit are gonna get blamed for Keisha's murder.
Yep.
Because that's not the only prediction I have. Right now, Dre is gonna be Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Dre's gonna flip this on everybody. He gonna own everything. He gonna have the money for everything and take out everybody.
Dre is about to go be the distro. He finna leave. That's why he was trying to get that motherfucking ankle monitor.
Like a mofo.
Yeah, he like, fuck what y'all talking about. He finna disappear. When I say disappear, this nigga finna do the disappearing act of Vamanos, Adios, Amigos. He finna be gone.
Get arrested, honestly.
Huh?
Like I thought they were gonna like just take his word, like make him sign something. He didn't really read it. I thought he was gonna sign it, and it's like, hey, by the way, you're arrested. Sorry.
Nah, they weren't gonna do him like that. I feel like that new police officer, she was more like, let me just use him to get the info I need. And he was like, that's why he said what he said. He was like, fuck Sax. That nigga need to be, pretty much like, fuck him. I want him to pay for what he put me through. If you want the information, I'll give it to you.
at the same time, I was like, okay, maybe she cool people.
And we didn't even touch on the fact that you mentioned about Tariq leaving with the little girl and shit. They were gonna bring that shit back up, and now they didn't went so far back to goddamn Raina case. Like
everything. The next episode is gonna be the mid-season break.
Okay, so the next episode is really gonna have a lot of shit unfold because they touch base in this episode in a lot of stuff that they went back. It's gonna be all of Tariq's little fuck ups gonna come back and they all gonna start biting him in the ass.
And then so right now, what's gonna happen? The mid-season break is gonna be a big cliffhanger, and then the last episodes are gonna happen in January. And now and then they're gonna I think they're premiere, but premiere another show, the spinoff of Power, which is gonna be the prequel. We'll be talking about that when that pops off. But as of right now, that was Power. That was this episode. And justice for Keisha. I never thought I'd be saying that, but I need justice for Keisha.
Why do I say goodbye to what we had?
You better sing.
The good times and the bad.
Both of them.
Listen, okay, Keisha, we gonna miss you. We love you, Keisha.
We loved how you were actually really a ride or die, but no one saw it until the end.
Okay. We thought you was a snitch, bitch, but you wasn't. Oh my God.
Everybody thought she was gonna be the snitch, but she really was like
she was really trying.
My kid.
For real. I think the thing is that Keisha really was trying. Like she really, really was trying this time. Like she wanted to live that life even though she wasn't about the life. And that's what got her fucked up, is that she really was trying. Like
she wanted to live the life, but she didn't.
Nah, but she didn't want to lose Tommy. She didn't want to lose him. She wanted Tommy so bad that she was willing to live that life, even though she knew she wasn't built for it. And she tried, baby. I'm talking.
I said she wanted it, but she respected it when she didn't want it. Because I say that all the time, like, I ain't about that life, but I respect you for living that life, and I'm gonna respect your views.
Yeah.
But yep, let them leave it at that. Because I might snitch on your ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A couple of friends.
I ain't no trap queen. I'm definitely not the trap queen. Because if they kick in my door, I'm telling.
Like, first off, I might not tell when they kick my door in, but you tell me if it's a reward.
What's in it for me? Just because that's how that bitch got hurt. That's how they got hurt. That's how they got Keisha. They are like, did you know that Tommy left your name on the deed? Because Keisha's so dumb. Like, it ain't even that she dumb. It's like, fuck. Tommy bought the house. You just moved in with no problem. Didn't ask him nothing, no questions or anything. And that's what messed her up, because if she knew the house was in her name only, you know what I'm saying? She'd have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's my house. Like, bitch, get the fuck back.
It's just her kid. That's what threw her off. Taking it like, oh, we're just going to take your kid right now. Because it was funny, because I noticed this. I know we're going back to Keisha and we're supposed to end this show. But there was a moment in the show, if you watch back, the Officer Rodriguez.
Yes.
Like, you know what? You don't gotta sign. We're just gonna take your kid and go away. And then she left. She started walking away. But then when Tasha stopped her, she said something. She was like, not Tasha. When Keisha stopped her, she said something. She was like, if you don't tell me right now, we're taking your kid and you getting arrested. Wait a second. A second ago, you was just taking my kid, and you were walking off. Now, how am I getting arrested? That proves to me you ain't got nothing on me. You don't know nothing because you at first.
Yeah, but see, I feel like if Tasha wouldn't have been pushing Keisha away, if Keisha wouldn't have been pushing Tasha away so much, that she could have learned more from Tasha. You know what I mean? I feel like she would have learned more on how to shut up, or how to finesse the police, know your rights. Like, Cause Tasha know all that shit. Tasha be like, "What? You ain't talking to me."
Tasha right now. Don't tell me shit about Tasha because I am not team Tasha.
Oh my God! Listen, you wasn't team Keisha not too long ago. Y'all little flip floppers.
I didn't like
Y'all flip floppers. Fuck that. Fuck that. We was sick of her acting, and now it's done. Sorry, Lala. In real life, we love you, but on the show, it's over. Okay, we was sick of her and her whining, and I didn't want her to die, but I did want her to smack Tommy Mama. I did want her to do that.
not like Tasha when I first started the show, and then I started to like her, and now that I've skipped 4 seasons or whatever I did show, you know what? I started not liking her. I'm gonna end not liking her. Tasha, you're trash.
Oh my goodness. It wasn't her fault. Someone had to die. It could have been Tasha. Tasha could have been dead. Tasha could have been laying on the floor, and Keisha probably wouldn't even put the bullet in her head. She would just let her bleed out.
And you know what? You know what? You know what? If Tasha would have been laying on the ground dead, I would have been okay with that. Because like I said, I didn't like her in the beginning. I don't like her in the end right now. Simple as that. Bye,
If
Tasha.
Tasha would have been laying on the floor dead and Keisha lived from that gunfight wrestle, I would have been flabbergasted.
I'd rather be flabbergasted than heartbroken.
Oh, godly. Keisha, we don't know your last name. Mama of Cash. Mama of Cash. Hair salon owner, was a very beautiful soul.
Right now, if Tasha would have died, I would not feel bad for Tyreek.
Nah, I wouldn't feel bad for I ain't gonna that I'm not. I'm not gonna feel bad for Tyreek for shit. His daddy died, his mama died. Shit. I felt bad for him one time, and that's when his sister died, and I blamed his motherfucking ass because it should have been him.
I hope Cash get to kill Tyreek and Tasha.
What? That's what I was gonna think. Like, what is Cash? That's what we need to figure out. But Cash, I feel like it's so sweet. That little baby, I like him. Little much mouth.
You know how they be like having those those what do you call them? Oh shit! Like when people raise money, like those fundraisers for people.
GoFundMe.
I would so totally like put money for GoFundMe for Cash right now. I'm like so sad for you.
Okay. Listen, we gotta GoFundMe for Cash. Send it to Tommy's Cash App. Okay, y'all.
That's gonna be the name of the episode. So sad for Cash.
Yes, there we go. That is because he
right there. So sad for Cash.
No, I agree. I was sad. Like when they pulled up at the house and they was getting out the car, I was like, oh shit. No, Cash ain't got no mama. Like his daddy in jail. Oh my God, this poor baby. Because one, we don't get that much time with him. So we really don't know his character. All I know is he's super sweet. He was getting bullied at school before. So I just didn't know. And that broke my heart. And he was like, okay, I'll sit in the car. Like he was like, but I wanted to be there when you did it. He was like, I'll sit in the car. I'm like, what the fuck, Tommy? What you finna go in here and do? You finna clean it up? You gonna pick up the body? What you about to do?
Oh my God, because Cash gotta find out. There's no way he can't find out right now.
Yeah, he's gotta find out his mama dead, period. You can't not tell him. Like, ain't nothing you can do. You gotta tell him his mama dead. Where's your mom? Like, where the fuck is my mom? My mom, I'm hella grown. Where the fuck is my mama?
She's in the 48 dead, bro.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, your mom went out of town, but she's not gonna call you for it now.
Revolver in the hall.
And it was Keisha gun. I mean, yeah, and it was her gun.
Like you was playing Clue, Tasha with the revolver in the hall. I solved it. Solved it for you, bro.
With Keisha's gun. It was with her own gun. And
let's finish this off. Where can they find you at, Freya?
You guys can find me at whois_Freya on Instagram and Twitter.
And you can find me at
the TV Blurred. Don't mind him and his sad pause. I was
about to say on underscore. No, not on underscore, but you can find me at Rest in Peace Keisha at gmail.com. Send me a message if you feel the same way. No, that's not a thing. Don't send me a message.
I was going to say that's going to come back to your email, but did not send.
I am the OG TV Blurred, and you can just follow the TV Blurred on Instagram and Facebook and and everywhere, Twitter, all of that.
All your streaming.
God, this has like been the saddest death. Even though I love me some Proctor, I did love me some Proctor, and I did feel for Proctor's daughter. At the same time, Proctor had a whole family that could take care of the daughter. Right
Uh,
now,
that shit not done. That shit is not done because there's still a whole computer
I
chip floating around.
Keisha, because Cash don't got shit. Justice for Cash. Justice for Cash.
Okay.
Here we go, and we out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. We're gonna talk about some more TV shows. Everything came out this past week, so if you haven't been watching it, all our CW favorite comic book shows have come out. We got a couple more episodes. Maybe we don't have a couple more episodes. I want to say of Queen Sugar and all that shit. We gotta catch
Uh,
up on that.
it's only
We got
two.
some
I think it's like two more episodes of Queen Sugar left, and then we've got Riverdale, Charm, The
all
Legend, all set premiered.
the fucking CW show. But like we other shows are starting up. We're gonna start the new shows. Look out for our upcoming episode where we'll be reviewing Raising Dion the whole season. So if you have not watched Raising Dion on Netflix, watch it now because we're gonna be talking about the whole season soon, sometime this week. So keep up. So much TV out right now for you to catch up on because everything premiere because it's fall 2019 and that's where we at.
All right.
We out. Y'all have an awesome evening. And we are out. TV Blurs. Da, 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 da.
Peace.